Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Scum single player episode. So, we've got the ATV. I've got a whole bunch of goodies here. Now, I've actually recently discovered something regarding the backside, or at least the inventory system of Little Rover here. Little Rover here can actually hold a chest. I didn't know about that. So, Little Rover here doesn't have a lot of fuel on him right now. He's got probably less than a quarter of a tank left. Now, even though I'm going to drive this a little bit, I am going to try and find a little fuel can here. And we're probably just going to park it here. Probably just going to park it right here. Right, let's park it right here. Now, I do have a relatively full backpack, so what we're going to do is what we're going to do to start with. The locals are here. We're going to start with an improved wooden chest. So, we need to go about actually creating this. We need to actually go and get the logs, the metal, the bolts, and the blunt weapon, which I'm surprised I don't actually have. Do I really not have a blunt object? Or blunt? Just you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Get a rather bloody axe, and we'll just hack down this tree. We'll just destroy this tree. We'll just hack it down. And what we'll do is we'll bring over a whole bunch of logs. We'll then set all the logs into that. We'll make a wooden bat from this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, one at a time, just like this. I believe we need 10, so we're going to take 4 with us here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a fast way of doing things. There is obviously a faster way of doing this, of transporting logs. You can indeed build an improvised, or at least you can build a chest essentially, and use the chest, put it in your vehicle, and just move it that way. It's the easier way. Now, as I keep saying, there are 2 ways of cutting up logs. One is which you're using hand tools. The other one is using power tools. Now, the only power tool that's currently in the game is a chainsaw. Now, as you can quite clearly tell, we're getting 4 planks back for each individual log cut here. Now, if you were to use a chainsaw, you're going to get 6. So remember, it's always essential that you use the correct or more efficient tool. So when it comes to logs, use a chainsaw. See, when it comes to branches, long branches and stuff like that, use a hacksaw. Use a hacksaw, or just use a saw in general. Right, we're going to create a wooden club here. And that wooden club is going to fill up the slot at the very end there. So the only thing that we need to do now is find a whole bunch of bolts. A whole bunch of bolts. Do I have any bolts in here? I don't. There's just a lot of weaponry. Well, good thing we're right beside these trash piles. Now, trash piles can hold what we are looking for, but I'm going to look through just about everything. We didn't even have to make the metal or the wooden bat. I could have used that metal pipe right there if I did a little bit of searching. I opted out to actually craft something today. So, not in here. Not in here. This is the wrong one. In fact, we'll just search through the cars. The cars have got all the metal and the bolts and the nails and stuff like that. Should have plenty. There's the 2 metal parts that we need, or the 2 metals that we need. Let's check this one. That's 2 more metal. I don't need any more metal. I just need bolts at this point. Now, best places to find bolts. You called? Dumbass. Best places to find bolts. Inside garages like that. That garage. Now, there's also a building similar in style to this building. It looks exactly like this. This building right here is unfortunately a bar. Now, usually what you'll find with these buildings is these kind of white plastered buildings with double doors on them. You'll usually find that these are workshops. So if you ever find yourself in dire need of nails, bolts, toolkits, that kind of thing, try and find those white buildings with the double doors, and you might just get lucky and find a box of bolts. Speaking of bolts, there's some bolts right there. I'm just in from my work, so if I'm a little bit all over the place, I do apologise. Driving through the current state of Glasgow's roads is dire, and I am not having a good time with it. Anyway, we've got all the bolts, we've got all the metal, so what we can do now is we can return and build up this chest. Remember, Shift and F uses all available materials that this thing needs. Everything that your blueprint needs, if you have it on you, Shift F uses everything. So, now that that's done, now that I've got myself a fresh container, now that I've got this, I can finally do this. So we can just do this. There we go. Move all that stuff across. And what we can do is we can move that container into here. Happy days! Happy days! Oh, it's so good. I actually discovered this whilst playing with Kitty and Donny on Kaboom recently. They were actually like, "Did you know you can get like you can get a crate in these?" I was like, "Really? Really?" And yeah, really, you can get a crate in these things. This is awesome. I love this. Right, we are going to use this hiking backpack. So. Lucky I've got ears on me. Lucky I've got a set of ears on me. Ooh. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Spooky buggers. Right, we are going to hold on to the screwdrivers. That 45mm or 45 ACP I'm going to keep with me. I'll put that away. I'll put that there. I'll keep the shotgun shells because the shotgun shells... In fact, are we going to keep the shotgun shells? No, we're not. We're not. What we are going to do, on the other hand, is I've got this wooden club, right? So, what we're actually going to do is we're going to turn this into a more lethal object, a more lethal weapon. At the moment, it's just a blunt weapon. It's just something that's causing blunt damage. It doesn't do a great deal of damage. Blunt damage generally doesn't do a great deal of damage. So, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into something that's a wee bit more piercing. A wee bit more of a piercing weapon. So, what we're going to do is, whilst we leave our little ATV here, I'm going to quickly run back over to that car right there that had a nail in it. Take that nail, go to crafting, go back to items, and we are looking for this, the wooden club with nails. This will make this weapon so much more deadly. And it's a one-handed weapon. You can swing it fast if you've got like basic or medium like melee. You can do some damage with this. Can't really see it. Hold on. There you go. Big rusty nails in it. It actually looks like a paddle. It's paddling time. Anyway, we are going to go and find a fuel can. Now, there are ample amounts of garages here. Don't want her calling our pals anytime soon because I don't want to be absolutely thronged by puppets right now. Take those matches with me. I think I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need them. Let's search through some of these. I'm gonna have to do a lot of looting. I'm gonna have to like loot a lot of stuff. As you can see, I'm also carrying like food and stuff like that. Oh. A pair of shorts goes a long way, especially if you're going to start working or playing in the kind of hotter zones, which is the bottom kind of tier of sectors, like A sectors and Z sectors. They are hot. You might want to wear shorts. Side here, we've got some metal. That's another resource that we will need to brush up ourselves on, is plenty of metal. I won't be carrying any of that right now, even though I said it's quite an important resource. For now, I'm not going to build anything with metal. At least I don't think I need to build anything with metal. So I'm not going to bother with it. Ah! Here! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is a workshop, right? So as I said, white plaster building. Looks like this. When you walk up to the window, it should have a whole bunch of lockers and a whole bunch of like canisters and stuff like that. It should all have that. They're the best places to find boxes of nails, boxes of like of bolts as well. You can find wire in here. These are good locations if you're struggling for like the little small things that you need to build bases, to build like specific components. As I said, There you go. We can repair that as well. I'll just quickly repair my wooden club. There we go, 100% sorted. And the good thing about these lockers is usually you can find a half decent like little kit. Most of the time you'll find like shirts, like the checkered shirts and stuff like that. Occasionally, these kind of workshop buildings have a little white container right here, like a white covered chest. Sometimes, if you are lucky, and I've only had this happen to me a handful of times, you can find an assault backpack. So, it's worth looking through them. It is worth looking through that white covered chest. It's definitely worth it. You can find... Trust me, sometimes That's a cute cigar. I'm gonna equip that. Because you know what I can do with that? So if I go into... If I press V... There you go. I've got a cigar. I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to use it right now. So I'm just going to put it in my camouflage pocket. I still need... I still feel that like the glass tumblers here, they need a use. They need some sort of use. I don't know what sort of use that they could have. I don't know. I think you can use them to craft a glass shiv, but I think that's as far as it goes. I would like to see like using them as a temporary like kind of water collector, because in this game we do in fact have water collectors. We do actually have water collectors. If you're in zones like for example Zulu 1, you're surrounded by salt water. There's not a lot of fresh water here. In fact, there's no fresh water. The only options for you to get water are building a well or finding a well or water collectors. Now the water collectors are quite interesting. They're quite small. If I go to water, there we go. Water collector, water bottle collector, can, a water bucket used to hold liquids, and your improvised water container. This is obviously one that's similar in style to a canteen. Canteen has 15 uses. I believe this has 20. It might have 10. I cannot remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. How many? Does it tell me how many uses it has? It doesn't tell me how many uses it has. That's a wee bit unfortunate. But these are the water collectors right here. These kind of water collectors. So if I type in collector, there's the big collector, the improvised raincoat collector, which involves 2 gasoline canisters and a whole bunch of materials that I just don't want to be using right now. So I'm just going to click that off. So if you're ever in a pickle, if you're ever in like a hardcore server where they've maybe got like the recovery rate. Whoa! I didn't even hear him. Oh, there's a big pot. I'ma take that. You know what that reminded me of? Anybody who is from Scotland, or at least from the UK, I just tickled myself with it. There is an episode of a show called Still Game, and I think I've said this before on the channel. I love Still Game. Still Game's like my childhood comedy. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the way that I was brought up speaking around all my old friends, like people in the street, when you would go to the shops and stuff like that, the way that people would speak is completely similar. Obviously they still kind of speak the same still, but you don't hear as much of that language anymore. You don't hear as much of that slang, that old style slang anymore. And I was brought up around that. I'm just gonna let him do the... I'm so quiet. I'm stealthy. I just dragged that across his chin. He shouldn't even have a chin. Nice, he's dead. He's out. But as I was saying, there is a scene in Still Game where a man has become a widow, right? He's lost his wife, and they are checking up on him, right? The two pals, Jack and Victor, are checking up on him, along with their pal, Winston. And Winston decides to bail and do something with Tam. I can't remember what he was doing. So Jack and Victor go up to this man's house and they pretty much check up on him. He's not doing too good. He's just lost his wife and he's a wee bit of a state, as you would be with your like lifelong partner. Anyway, there is a scene where they ask him, "Do you need a hand with anything? Do you need anything? Like, we're here to help." And he kind of embarrassingly says, "I can't go into that room and lift that pot out of the room. I just can't do it." Now, this pot he has been using because he has not wanted to go into the lavatory, essentially the bog, and use it, because all of his wife's like belongings are in there, all our doodads, all our like kind of healthcare products and stuff like that, all our makeup and things like that, they're all in there, all the fine scents and stuff like that. So he has taken to pissing in a soup pot. Now, when Jack goes to obviously question, why is there a pot in your bedroom? Victor says, a pot in a bedroom. He's pissing in the pot. He's peeing in the pot because he doesn't want to go into that place where it obviously reminds him of her. So they have to do like a back and forth of trying to pull this pot of pee out from underneath the bed. And you know that way where you're like, Jack and Victor are obviously best friends in this show, and like it gets to the point where they're like, I'm not doing it. I'm not picking up that pot of piss. So they do like a coin toss for it, and it lands on Jack. Like Jack obviously has to do it, and he's like, no, I refuse. I refuse. I'm not doing it. So when Victor begrudgingly does it for him, pretty much handles the pot of pee. Now, there is another pot, a smaller pot, right beside the bed, and he essentially pulls it up. Like, at this point, Jack's not looking at Victor because he's like, I am not looking at you. This is a point of principle. I am not picking this up. And Victor, jokingly, with the pot that doesn't have any pee in it, pretty much stumbles over and goes, "Wah!" And obviously this would make anybody, absolutely anybody, wince, and like I would cry. It's like, honestly, see if someone tried to do that to me, I'd cry. I'd cry on the spot. So obviously Jack gets a fright, saying, "Oh, you got me. It's an empty pot." Victor goes to open, he goes to take the actual pot that he was supposed to pick up, and he stumbles over. He stumbles over and drops it on Jack. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. It's so good. Wait. Oh, yeah, because I can't do that. Remember, kids, if you have a face mask on, you might want to take it off when you go to try and drink something. Otherwise, you won't be able to drink. It'll be like splashing your face with piss. Anyway. Oh man. I love Still Game. I love it to bits. It's so good. I can't recommend it more than enough. It's so good. I love it. It's like, as I said, it's like my childhood like comedy. Everything about it is just perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing that could ever be wrong with it. Everything about it is perfect. I love it to bits. It's just a shame that obviously with all great things it has to come to an end, and it did come to an end. They kind of did like a finale kind of show for it, but it was really cool. But it's obviously quite sad to see your favourite show kind of like, that's it done. Like, there's no more of this show. They're no longer doing it anymore, which is sad for everybody, I suppose. But for the creators, it's like a big milestone for them because they had it going that long. But those creators come from a show called Chewing the Fat. I'm not going to go into great detail what Chewing the Fat is because it's an old comedy skit. It used to involve a lot of now very famous Scottish actors and Scottish comedians and stuff like that. It's very, very cool. If you ever want to go and check it out, now I should stress, this was made in the early 90s. This is not PC by any means. This is like original as it gets for comedy. So, if you want to go check it out, it's called Chewing the Fat, as in chewing without the G in the end. Chewing the Fat, like as if you're chewing fat. Chewing the Fat. It's so good. Go and check it out. It's amazing. I love it to bits. Go and check out Still Game. God, go and check out Burniston as well while you're at it as well. There's just honestly, there's so many different Scottish comedy skits and like comedy shows and stuff like that people just don't know about. They just don't know about them. And it makes me so sad because they're so good. But obviously it's a regional thing as well. It is partly regional. Because obviously growing up in Glasgow, growing up in that area, growing up around basically Still Game and stuff like that, kind of made sense for me to watch that. Right, let's do some lockpicking. We were originally here to get some fuel. I will be getting some fuel. Trust me, I will be getting to the fuel. We'll go through the garages in a second. But first I want to get some... I can't help myself. I'm a loot goblin. You know this. You guys know this. You know this at this point. I can't resist. I can't resist a locker. I can't resist a locker. There we go. Right. I have a wee nosy through. UMP40. Oh. 357 Mao. Hello. This is pretty good. I like these containers. These containers are pretty good. Do you not think? Do you not think they're pretty good, eh? That was an Edinburgh accent that I put on there. That was horrible. Didn't like that. Nothing against anybody from Edinburgh, but I am from the West Coast, and we certainly do have a problem with you. I'm joking. I don't want anybody from Edinburgh coming in here and being like, "Oh, he's being so rude to us." Like, you're rude to us. You're rude to us. You turn your noses up at us. This is obviously a joke. This is all jokes. This is all jokes. Don't take it to heart. I don't take it to heart. I've got friends from Edinburgh. I've got folk from Fife that are my friends. I've got folk from Kirkcaldy that are my friends as well. Not St Andy's. We don't talk about St Andy's. We don't talk about St Andy's. Nobody talks about St Andy's. Nobody talks about St Andy's. Don't ask in the comments why we don't talk about St Andy's. We just don't talk about St Andy's, alright? We just don't do it. Okay? It saves everybody the hassle of talking about St Andy's. We don't talk about St Andy's. Glass cannon! I just shot you in the lung. Hello. Well, the stealth is certainly working. The stealth is definitely working, guys. Look at this. Oh! Donkey punch. Oh, what a fud. What a fud. Right. Oh, for anybody wondering why I say the word fud a lot, is it's a slang term for vagina. It's a slang term for vagina. Same with fanny. Fanny's a slang term for vagina. That's why we don't say fanny pack, because it sounds like you're saying vagina vagina pouch. You know what I mean? That's just the slang. That's just the slang. Don't come after me about it, right? Just, if you want to use these words, use these words. At least you know what they mean now, right? If you want to use them on your friends, use them on your friends. If they ask you why you're using those words, it's because I told you to, okay? We'll just work with that. Just work with that. Work with it. Alright, let's go through these lockers. Oh my god. I sound like I'm about to sing a song. I'm gonna load this up. I'm gonna load this up. That's a free UMP45 with a UMP45 magazine and a Desert Eagle red dot. It's actually a blue dot because it's not actually a red dot. It's not actually red. It's blue. Let's just reload the rest of that because I've still got loads of 45 ACP. Right. Right. See, it's not red. It's fucking blue. It's blue. I would really like to see the ability to change the reticle colour, though. I'd like to see that. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Right, I'm just going to unpack that because I'm going to need this ammo. I'm going to top load this because that's an extra UMP45 magazine. That is me now technically kitted. I have one magazine in the gun and I have a spare magazine in my holster, or at least in my backpack or my tactical vest, whatever you want to call it. Oh, she's right there. Hello, madam. Alright. I'm going to move that up there. That there. Put that there. Fabulous. Excellent. Right, let's get the rest of these containers open, shall we? Crafting. I think I could do Alt-C. Because it was the last thing that I crafted. Remember, Alt-C is the last thing that you crafted, or it's at least the last thing that you placed in terms of your building, your base building. So use Alt-C when you can. It saves you opening up another menu. You know what I mean? You know what? I'll take that 1911. I'm going to turn that into spare. Oh, hold on. I'm not going to turn it into spare parts. I'm going to take that, though. Look at all these pistols. Look at all these pistols. Oh. Alright, okay. Now, we've got 44 ammo. We've got 357 ammo. We've got 44 tracer. We've got 9mm. Oh, do I have any 9mm magazines? I have MP. Oh. Did you hear that? Hey, chicken. I'm all about getting food right now. I'm all about stocking up on food right now. Diary. I could make a stab-proof vest. I could improvise that. The chicken. Where is that chicken? Chicken. Show me. Where will the chicken be? Where could it have went? Where could it have gone? There's a papa over there. Right. Tell you what, instead of dwelling on a chicken. Oh! Oh, you... She moved at the wrong times. She moved at the wrong times. That wasn't me. That would... If she just stayed still, she would have died. You know, she would have died. Trust me, she would have died. Right. I need to think about potentially getting my backside over to Trader fairly soon. Because I'm going to need some money. I'm going to need that money to fill up the... Oh, I'm going to take that with me. Did I search you? Search you? Search you? You? Search the ball. Cool. More metal. What I need to do is I need to go get some money, because that money is going to allow me to buy gasoline, and I won't have to do the silly task of trying to find gasoline. I heard the chicken. Oh, the chicken's behind me. Chicken is behind me. Chicken seems to be over here. Just listening out for this chicken. Chicken! Chicken? Chicken? Now, I'm gonna... Oh, this is gonna make me sound old as well. Chicken's also a slang term for like a pet name. Like, it's not even a pet name. What? It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, oh, chicken. What's wrong, chicken? It's like saying what's wrong, chick, or something like that. But you say chicken and it's like, it's for both boys and girls. What the What? Where is this chicken? Oh, do I need to hunt this chicken? Do I really need to hunt this chicken? Tell me I don't need to hunt this chicken. Animal hen went east. I need to hunt it. I need to hunt it. Went east. It went up this way. We're now hunting, ladies and gentlemen. This is the hunting. This is the hunting minigame. Or the way that you hunt for things. Oh, it's right there. Oh, yeah. I got the chicken. Hello, chicken. This is obviously not a term of endearment or, like, care or anything like that. I am literally saying, hello, chicken. This is my chicken now. Take those. 5. Take those, and take the small animal guts as well. That is a very sexy looking kunai. Guys, do you not think that this game could benefit from an inspect animation? An inspect animation, like if you press, like, I don't know, L, T, some button that instead of doing like that animation, you get like an animation that kind of inspects the weapon, like flips it on its left, flips it on its right, like kind of produces a like slides the magazine out a little bit just to see the bottom of it, or showcases the bullets sitting in the magazine itself. You know what I mean? I mean, it's totally redundant. You don't need to put it in. It serves no purpose other than style points. That is so good now. The fact that you can now sneak up on puppets like that. That is borderline abuse. That is borderline abuse. That is straight up abusive that you can do that now. I didn't realise how close you could get now with the stealth system. Oh yes, boys. Weapon cleaning kit. Do you know what that means? Do this. Means I can repair that UMP45, and what I can do now is, oh, I can't put that there. That's a shame. I can put that in my back though. Put that there. Put that there. How about now? How about that? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do I have a thread on me? I don't have a thread on me. That's unfortunate. However, one of these on me. Now, can I make a suppressor? Can I make a suppressor? I need... Oh, do I not have that? Do I not... I didn't mean to do that. That was my mistake. Apologies. I don't... Where did I put my duct tape? Did I not pick up any... I can't words. I can't do the words. What's the words? What's the words? What's the words? Right. Brake oil. Back. I want to make... one of these. I want to make an improvised can. Okay, so I can't make that. Can I make this? I need soda can. Screwdriver. That's... I will not pass up screwdrivers. Never pass up screwdrivers. Even if they are like little 3-use ones, just pick them up. Just pick them up. They will be useful in the long run. Man, my guy is really, really stealthy. He's really, really quiet, and I don't understand how. What's that? A dirt bike headlight? Gimme, gimme, gimme. I thought I double clicked that, but obviously I didn't. 22 LR rimfire. Not I'm sick of the sight of 22 LR rimfire rounds. I'm sick of the sight of it. I was dealing with some 22 LR today. Don't want to see. Oh, there's the beret. You know what? I'm gonna take that with me. I like berets. The red beret. You know what? That's a cleaner one. I'm gonna take that one. The red beret reminds me of the commandos for the paragliders and the British paratrooper. Oh, hello, British paratroopers. I'm not gonna lie, the stealth is actually quite cool, and I would imagine that's gonna help with dealing with hordes as well. I still need to get this suppressor. Have I not got loads of duct tape back at my ATV? I should definitely have enough at my ATV. I should have like 2 rolls of it. And I think I've also got a soda can in it as well. Let's just find out, shall we? Let's just find out. Because I kind of want to get an improvised suppressor for the UMP. Now, I should preface this and say also that the improvised suppressors kind of get destroyed quite quickly. They don't last very long. Ah, there we go. Got a can in here. Is there a can in here? Is there a can of something? A can of something? No, no cans of something. That's a shame. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. Put my money away. Put my cigar away. Put my cucumber away. We'll keep you on me, however. That's going to stay with me. And I'm going to keep the bat on me. Put all these pistols away, though. I don't suppose I need that. I don't need 9mm because I'm not carrying 9mm. I'm carrying predominantly 2 weapons that use 45 ACP. So we will prioritise 45 ACP over 9mm. All this guff out of my backpack. There's 3 spaces that could be taken up for better things. There we go. Fabulous. I'm going to move that to there, that to there, that to there, put that there. Leave that where it is and put that there. Move him down. Do I have a sewing kit? Sewing kit. Did I not pick up a sewing kit? Is my brain going mush right now? I think my brain's gone mush. I can't see it. My eyes don't see it. I can see the thread. I can see the thread, no problem. But everything else I can't see. My brain's gone a wee bit goo goo gaga dum dum. Right, let's go in here, see if we can find a can. Black pepper, I have never been able to find a... Oh, we could make a bottle suppressor. Yeah, let's just make a bottle suppressor. Yeah, a wee bottle suppressor, that'll do. That'll be more than ample. There. I mean, to be fair, it makes it look a little silly. Just a little bit. Just a little bit silly. But this is our silly gun. Gonna change this to semi-automatic. We are on semi-automatic. Remember when I said that these things get used quite quickly? Remember when I said they get used quite quickly? Oh, oh. Oh! Oh, I'm aggroing them all. I'm aggroing them all. Have they just been attacking my chest? They have to. Or they have been, sorry. That's really good. Right, deal with her first. Zonked. Okay, you saw how quickly they emerge. This is why you need to be quite careful. So yeah, that suppressor lasted a whole 1 bullet. Oh, I missed. Didn't miss that time. Surprised he didn't come and attack me though. Surprised there's not more more puppets coming after me right now. Because that was quite the shot that I took. Hello. Unlucky, pal. Unlucky. Ooh. African biltong. I'll be taking that. I'll be taking the frying pan. Won't be taking the glass. I've got a cooking pot, so I don't need that anymore. The kitchen knife. Gonna go inside this building. This is a little marketplace. Similar in style to that one, but more fresh produce than anything else. Whole bunch of hazelnuts. I'll take the hazelnuts. Where is that landing? North of me. I won't be able to get to that. I will not be able to get to that. I don't have the fuel for it. Whoa. I could go get it, actually. Could go get that. I could go get that because it might also hold fuel. Bunch of hazelnuts. I'll take the hazelnuts. Money. Oh, yes. Thank you. Right, I'm going to go back to the vehicle. Did it already land? Can't tell if that's already landed or not. I can't tell if that's landed or not. Right, tell you what, I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm going to keep trying to find some fuel. Whoa. She got a little bit crackheady there. Just a little bit crackheady. Just a little bit. Right, we've still got a few little garages to search here. I just want to find a little bit of fuel. Tiny amount of fuel. Oh, that's a car jack. I'm going to need that if I'm going to do any sort of modifications to the thing. Boombox. I'd like to see some sort of like disassembly of boomboxes because I believe they could hold, you know, capacitors and stuff like that. Things that you would maybe need for something else. Like breaking something down to make something else a little bit better. Similar in style how we break down like full-on like kind of crappy durability what do you call them, weapons and stuff like that, and you use the spare parts to obviously increase the durability of one that's already quite high in durability, or maybe down by like 10% or something like that. What I could... Oh, is that a Rager? Oh, it's got a slither of fuel. It has a slither of fuel. We want to spill that. Spill that, and I want to drain the fuel. 15 out. Oh, yes. I'm going to take this back to my... Now, this will not move the fuel gauge that much. So, I'm not expecting it to be big. A big difference. A small difference, sure. A big difference, no. Check these buildings as well, because they're prone to having something in them as well. Nah, nothing. Nothing. What I could do is I could move the ATV up beside the Rager. And then that way I can transport the fuel from the Rager to the ATV in a relatively more efficient manner. Instead of running back and forth. So what I'll do is I'll put this fuel in first. There's the moon. What I'll do is I'll put this fuel in for... Oh, there's fuel in that as well. Nice. I'm going to siphon fuel from 2 vehicles here. I didn't even put that chest in there. That was stupid of me. In fact, actually, I got a big bottle in here. Is there any big bottles in here? See a big bottle in that. What about you? Any bottles? No. Big 2-litre bottles. Nah, okay. Fill. I want to fill from container. All right, that wasn't a huge jump. Why angry? Why angry? Oh, you bitch. Why angry? Why angry? Right, let's and we'll just back this up. Cool. Drain fuel. And we'll just load this up. Fill from container. Okay, that's that drained. Now we'll go back over to the Rager and we'll take the fuel from that. I might be able to get to the trader on this tank of gas. Maybe. Might be able to do it. Right. We should be able to siphon quite a bit of fuel from this. I'm hoping we can siphon a bit of fuel from this. Fill from container. Oh. Right, well that's all we're getting. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to move straight for the trader. So, here we go. Let's see if we can actually do it. Let's see if we can actually get to the trader on this amount of fuel. Now, I can't use hard cash. I can't use physical cash at the fuel stations. It won't work like that. I need to have a card on me in order to buy the fuel. So I'm hoping. Okay, I mean, we're hauling ass right now. We are actually hauling ass. We're almost doing 100 kilometers an hour. Which, by the way, can I say is just quite funny. Now, I obviously go to Canada on Friday, so there won't be any videos for about a week or so. So that's why I'm doing a video. Oh, hold on. There's no vehicles here. That was an oopsie by me. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to Canada on Friday, so I will not be here until after the 8th of September. So I'll be back that week onwards from the 9th. So, yeah, see, going over to Canada, they obviously work in kilometres per hour, right? Obviously, a lot of European countries work in kilometres an hour. The UK works in miles per hour, but we still measure stuff in kilograms and millilitres and stuff like that. Canadians measure stuff in, like, kilograms. No, they measure them in pounds. Like, LB pounds. They're weird. I mean, we still do that as well. Well, I think so. I think we do. I think we still do that. Oh, hold on a second. I wonder, can I get a card from the ATMs? We are going into another town here, so we might be able to siphon a wee bit more fuel. We're kind of jumping between town to town. And we've also got a town before the trader as well, so we could siphon even more fuel. Because our fuel situation's looking a little bit dire right now. Let's stupid fruit fly cutting about my room. I hate those damn things. Right. We're looking for a vehicle. Not a vehicle like that, that's burnt out. That's just a husk. We're looking for an actual... Oh. Actually, we'll stop here. We won't go to the trader just yet. We'll stop here, see what we can find. Oh. Oh, yes, we found one. Fill from container. Nice. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run around and see if we can find vehicles here. Any vehicles? No vehicles. I'm going to check all the garages here. For anything. Oh, propane. Gas tank, propane, and propane accessory. Oh, hello. Surprised my guy can even move with this backpack on right now. Dirt bike front wheel cover, nah. I'm definitely going to save this fuel can though. I'm definitely going to take this with me. That's a burnt out husk. A puppet right there. Right, let's get the chest out, put that in. There we go. Oh, what did I do there? There we go. What the fuck? Oh. That makes more sense. Why didn't the game just tell me? Was that not glowing red? Oh, it was glowing red. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Sorry, that was me. How much space does this need? I could take a few things out of this. Right, do you know what I could do? Do this. This is a smart thing to do. Yeah. Move everything up now. We can sort of move everything up. We can sort of move everything up. This is the only downside of having a crate here. I just have to sort everything. It becomes a wee bit of an inventory management game. At some point. Should be able to squeeze some space into that, right? That should be good enough. Okay. Alright, maybe now, maybe now. Ah, there we go. Fabulous. Right, let's drive. Let's get out of here. Still not enough fuel, but we will try our luck. We're gonna try our luck. Try and get to the trader before our fuel situation runs dire. And it is dire right now, but I'm gonna go this way because this way is a wee bit more efficient. So across here into this open field, and we can drive straight up and across. It's terrifying going through some of these bushes because obviously there are big rocks as well, and I don't want to get crashing into them. Yeah, we're gonna make this. We're totally making this. If I don't crash the bloody ATV, as that is. Right, there's also here as well. There's usually a car here. Okay, usually there's a car there. There's no car there today. But trader's right there. We're on the right path. And I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it to the trader. Doing 100 kilometers an hour now. This is ironically where my first ever base was in Scum. And the first ever series that I ever made on this game. It was in this specific location. In fact, it was in those trees. It was in these trees here. In those trees, in beside the, yeah, in beside the watchtower. Ooh, backside's throwing it everywhere. Oh, we're totally making this. Yeah, I remembered the rocks. I remembered the rocks. Rock faces right here. Right, there we go. We're making it. We're totally making it. And if you've not already noticed, ladies and gentlemen, the zones are not actually highlighted. So, on your game, on the default game, like vanilla, or as vanilla as possible, you will have zones around here in Bravo 4, in Zulu 3, in Alpha 0 and Charlie 2. You'll have 4 of these. But for me, I don't have them. I turned them off. Because I want to turn them off. I wanted to turn them off. That's something I wanted to do. Right, now what I can do here is I can actually buy some fuel off of this guy for 310. There we go. And buy fuel here. And I can use just hard cash. Right. Fill fuel. Fill it with fuel. Fill it. Alright, that's a quarter. That's good enough. Right, ladies and gentlemen, in the next episode, I'm gonna get to selling some stuff here, and we're gonna get a card as well, because we kinda need one. We kinda need a card at this point. It's got to that stage in the game where I'm starting to need specific things, and the only way of getting them is by using the card, and those specific things are literally fuel. I just need fuel. I literally just need fuel. That's all I need. That's all I really need right now. I just need the fuel. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, leave a thumbs up on this video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. How are you guys finding the new update to Scum? How are you guys finding it? Tell me in the comments below. I'd like to find out for myself. Tell me how you guys are getting on. That as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been enjoying this series and you've still not subscribed, please consider subscribing, ring the little bell to stay up to date with videos just like this, as well as a Sunday night live stream which starts between 6 and 7 PM UK. We go for about 3-4 hours playing the likes of Scum, 7 Days to Die, and a variety of other survival games, including Warhammer 40k painting. I'll be bringing it back to the channel. I hope you all enjoy your day, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you again for watching. As always, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all another time.